Look, after a tough second quarter on the defensive end, you guys rallied in that second half. What did you see adjustment-wise and just you guys getting back to the type of defense that you've gotten to be known for these last couple of years?
Effort. Our low man was non-existent in the second Dallas game, and in that second quarter, they scored 40 points. We had to get back to what we do, helping each other, trusting each other, and we did that in the second half. So these guys know how to play, man. These guys can play, even though they don't have, that star per se. They still got a team that plays well, plays hard, and those teams are tough to beat. So it was a good win for us just to get back on the winning side. We dropped 3 in a row. We never want to do that. We never want to drop 2 in a row, but we came out. Guys found their rhythm. Trez and Ben was unbelievable off the bench for us, especially in that third quarter, to get us going. Some of that fourth too with Ben. So. We just got to continue to stay together and get this run going into the playoffs.
All right, AD, you hit those couple of shots down this stretch, end up 8 for 15 for the game. Just look more like yourself. The rhythm you said was going to come. The shots were no longer short as they were in Dallas. How did you feel on that end, and how's the rhythm coming along?
Felt great. Was able to find my rhythm a little bit. Still shots that I think I could make, but I was able to see him go through the rim tonight, which is always a good sign. So, I'm just happy to be able to make shots. More importantly, happy to get this win. Guys play well and get ready for another tough team. Set Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day it is, Wednesday. So
yeah, Wednesday.
It's gonna be another tough one, but. We was able to get this one. I'm happy I was able to find my rhythm a little bit, but still not the AD that I want to be, and I'm pretty sure that the fans definitely seen a better AD. So it's gonna come, it'll come with time. But like I say, as long as I can, find a rhythm while we're getting wins, it's more important.
Well, you mentioned that AD. Last time you were in Orlando, right? The championship came along. Any vibes just being in the city, AD? I know a little different circumstances, but you have to have good feelings there.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because when we first landed and we were driving to the hotel, Koo sent a text to our player chat and said, guys, sorry, I'm reminiscing. I just looked to the left and seen one of the rides that, he's seen for 100 straight days in a bubble out his window. And he said he just got a kind of, nervous just being back here and felt like we were in a bubble all over. So, last time we were here, good things happened. So I was happy to come back and another good thing happened with the win. But now we're trying to find a rhythm to go ahead into the playoff with now 11 games left.
Man, it's 6:10. I wonder if you even fit on Thunder Mountain. But we'll save that for a different time, AD. Appreciate the time. Let's go back to the guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. Chris McGee, James Worthy, Robert Ory. We got Brez joining us in just a little bit. We got Allie and Mike Trudell working the post-game locker room. The Lakers get the win in Orlando. They overcome that brutal second quarter that we were talking about at halftime. They won the first and fourth quarters big and won the third quarter by 5 points. So that second quarter was just really weighing on us there at halftime. Yeah. But listen, they go on a 20-7 run in the middle of that. Fourth quarter was big, and here's the good news for Laker fans. AD started to look more like himself, especially on the offensive end. Big game, James. I thought Trez had a great game after the DNP on Saturday. Dennis was the closer in the fourth quarter, and 6 Lakers in double figures.
Yeah, I'll take 3 out of 4 quarters for the win. And I got to tell you, man, no disrespect. You played against a bunch of young players. You don't really know that much about. You can beat them. So it's hard to get up for them. And these young kids, they played really hard. Some really young, good talent over there. But I think, AD's presence made a big difference early. He's already drawn attention, throwing it out for nice shots. And then I haven't seen any weakness in his game thus far. He looks good. He looks intense. His lateral movement. Trez, great attitude, Rob. Coach telling him we want to play Gasol. He comes in and does what he's supposed to do, and then Shooter closing it out.
Yeah, Trez came off the bench, gave a lot of energy, and that's what you got to get out of Trez. That's what he provides, a different type of energy than Gasol. Gasol provides the energy with the passes. Trez provides the energy with dunks and stuff. But, man, Dennis was a menace in that fourth quarter. He just took over, and he was shooting the ball well. Because if you look at the last game against Dallas, he shot bad from 3, but this game he was knocking it down. He just took over.
You know what? I want to talk about Dennis in a little bit, but first we're going to go back to Orlando. Anthony Davis is with Mike Trudell.
when you're not making buckets.
They shoot 46% in the first half and hit 8 threes in the first half. Just 4 in the second and 30%.
You mean Ben McLemore? I'm just kidding.
And you know, they're
No, you got your point.
They're known for being that third, quarter, fourth quarter team that, lock you down, get steals, but I don't know. It's been kind of fuzzy. Drummond coming in, AD coming back, trying to acclimate. It just seems like they're on pause for a second.
A lot of thinking.
They better get it back.
Figuring out. We're going to do a little Access 360 brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good times.
Good times.
You are going to break down that shot selection.
Yeah.
Are you going to the wall?
I got to go to the wall. I want to know. I got to get a survey from the
Start
people.
with
Even
that.
if I'm going to the big wall, I see a lot of people still like when I drop it low.
Yeah.
But I only drop it low when I go to the little wall, but I'm going here to the big wall because these are some big shots that was missed, and we need to talk about this. Here, you got to play. You got AD in the post. AD is what you want to see. He's trying to get his rhythm back, so this is okay. This is one of those shots, people at home, that it's okay. When the big scheme of things, this would not be okay. See, you see AD making move, but look, he drew all of the fits around him, but look, you got a guy open here and a guy open here. You can make the easy pass, but AD, I'm gonna let you slide on this one because I know you're trying to get your rhythm back, and that's okay. And plus, you get the ball back. All right, this play right here, you inbound it. This is the one that probably was ranking my top 10 plays, bad shots right here. AD could have shot this. You could have shot it, AD, because it's okay. You get your rebound. Or you could drive it because, you just test that Achilles/calf out. But now you go to the pick. This is what makes me mad. Look, he had the opportunity to drive the lane. And James, we all know he's been so good at that elbow jumper, pulling up, and he could have passed the Kuz. And look, it's 10 seconds left on the shot clock. This is why that shot right there is a bad shot because you were only, 1 for 8 this half or this game. Now, here's a good one. Dre, Drummond, comes to the like, Kuz, what are you doing, Kuz? You just shoot that, but he crosses over. But I know what he's doing. Ben McLemore had the hot hand. But, Ben, you know what, Ben? I like your idea. Feed the post. Give a little sugar. But he hadn't had any sugar in a while, James. So he missed the first one with Eminem over there. That's Keith or Twin, like I like to call. And then you miss Kuz over here. And then he goes up and throws up a bad hook shot. That's because he had no sugar this whole game. And you got to feed a big man some sugar to keep him happy and keep him rolling. So these shots are bad shots. AD shot, I'm going to let him slide on that one. But you cannot have bad shots like this in the game because when you in a situation on the road, you got to find a way to get good buckets and good shots.
And just as important, that was a great breakdown, Rob. Very in-depth. I like that. But the movement around the individual with the basketball is just as important. And it seemed like a lot of standing there on the offensive end.
Yeah, the one thing I did notice, though, is that when AD has the ball, we talked about how the offense only flows as the offense is run. Like with the big man in the paint, he drew those people in. So you see how easy those shots are going to be as opposed to uncontested. But, yeah, if you're standing, the defense just sets in.
Too easy.
It just sets in. And they're a good moving team, so they got to get back to that. Rob, your shoes match the it's pretty cool.
No, I like these.
Not often. He's always in sync.
Now you got the wall matching.
My good luck shoes right here. They got a good win tonight, so I wore these.
The top of the hour, it's the Lakers and Magic. The second unit has been dealing with a lot of changes in recent weeks, with players in and out of the lineup. Alex Caruso has been a fixture. Look for him to get a shot back on target soon. And straight ahead on Access, one guy opportunities are thrown his way. And like he says, it only takes one to fall to find his zone. 2 games with at least 5 threes made already with the purple and gold. His most recent, he earns his first start with the squad in Dallas and drops 4 of his 6 threes in the first quarter alone. His 8th career game with 6+ threes. How does he keep the momentum going? Let's find out. Ben joins Mike.
All right, what's happening? Ben McLemore, kind enough to join us on the pregame show. And Ben, I was watching you shoot on my monitor here. You got the snow leopards on? Is that what I saw on the feet there?
Absolutely. One of my favorite Kobe's right now. I've been wearing.
Those are fresh. Okay, that's going to bode well, I think, for your performance tonight. Hey, just give me an update, Ben, on what you've been seeing so far with your time with the Lakers. What have you focused most on? What have you noticed so far?
Both ends, obviously getting to know the offense, and obviously the biggest thing is the defensive end as well, learning the system, the different way they play, different ways I can help as well, different segments and things like that. So just both ends of the floor, mainly defensively, because I know I'm going to find my way offensively to getting shots with obviously AD coming back with other guys, DES, and guys, creating shots like that. So
It's been great
Ben,
so
we know
far.
Got you. We know how comfortable you are shooting the basketball. I wonder, what have the points of emphasis been on the defensive end from Frank Vogel and the staff, and what they're looking for you to do?
Keeping my guy in front of me, obviously, low man, talking, being aggressive and things like that. All the key things to getting stops and making us being able to get out there on the floor and run the floor and things like that, getting layups and threes.
Hey, what do you think you can do, Ben, from your spot to help AD get into that rhythm that he's trying to find, as, of course, he's been away from basketball for a couple months, and yet we expect that he'll kind of get it pretty steadily here?
Continue to do what I've been doing is shooting the ball, continue to make shots, and obviously that should open up a lot of opportunities and stuff like that for AD. Obviously, he's just coming back, like you said, for a couple months of not playing basketball. He's still knocking the rust off a little bit, but he still looked good. But eventually things will, start going back his way, and hopefully that, with me, being out there on the floor with him, things will, open up a lot for him, because a lot of guys, running out to me, and I'll be able to create not only for shots for me, but for my teammates as well.
And Ben, last one for you. This is a really deep roster full of players who have started for a lot of their careers. I just wonder how that message has been from Frank Vogel. Certain guys haven't gotten to play certain nights. Other nights he's trying to bring guys in to keep that rhythm. How are you taking all that in as a new guy on the squad?
Been prepared. Obviously, talking on the coaches, the guys up top, and to just, staying prepared, being mentally ready and physically ready, and whenever my name get called, and going out there performing.
Hey, Ben, thanks for taking the time, man. And again, it got those fire kicks on tonight. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks so much, guys. Laker fans, no better way to get your Monday afternoon started with a not-so-cryptic LeBron Instagram. We all saw this, right? LeBron showing some on-the-court jogging, saying, "Coming soon to a city near you. I'm really, really real."
I mean, you can't get no realer than that.
That's the question.
Which city?
Washington on Wednesday? Maybe. Back in LA this weekend? That'd be nice.
Yeah, we had the
Well, you got
weather
also
report.
understand
Now we
this.
got